You will be shocked to know that the world does not look anywhere close to what the maps show. Do you know Africa is 14 times larger than Greenland and twice the size of Russia? But why do they look the same size? So back in the day, people just mapped countries and locations however they thought was right. But in 150 AD, Greek mathematician and astronomer Claudius Ptolemy systematically mapped the Earth based on coordinates so that they could be checked against others and then replicated. We still use the same grids today, which is 180 latitudes and 360 longitudes. But because the Earth is round, this could never be put correctly on a flat two-dimensional map. This is the same issue when we look at a plane route. It seems to curve rather than go straight and makes us think, why is the pilot wasting time and oil and gas on these longer routes? Now, since the Earth is round and the maps are flat, while the route looks curved on a flat map, it's actually a straight line on the globe. If you look at the image on the right, you'll think, why is my flight from UK going up north to Greenland and then coming back to Canada? It looks so wrong until you see the map on the left, and then it all makes sense. And now you can stop blaming the captain. Coming back to why the maps are wrong. If you have to go to a particular destination, you need to constantly shift your direction based on the curve. And one more degree more or less, and you would land in a completely different continent. Now, doesn't this all make sense why Christopher Columbus landed in the Caribbean islands in 1492 and thought he's in India, and ended up calling all Native Americans Indians? Now, if he would have landed in Sri Lanka thinking it was India, we would have given him some benefit of doubt. But Caribbean islands in India are almost 15,000 kilometers apart. So to fix that constant shifting of angles, Gerargus Mercator came up with a world map in 1569, where the curved navigational routes would be straight, passing through every single longitude at the same angle, which allowed navigators to travel in one direction without shifting their angles constantly. Now, to make this possible, he had to distort the land and water bodies in a way that the furthest from the equator got larger and the closest to the equator shrank. This was such a successful map that it's still used in all our online maps. However, it's still wrong because Africa, which is 14 times larger than Greenland, looks the same size. Finally, in the year 1999, Japanese architect Hajime Narukawa designed the most accurate map till date. The continents and water bodies are completely in proportion. But since the world is so used to Mercator's map, we are never going to switch to anything more accurate. And we've made peace with the inaccurate ones. With today's advanced technologies, we rely less on maps for navigation, and it's primarily used for educational purposes. So should we be using inaccurate maps to educate our young ones? When our parents and grandparents have adapted to these new technologies, which seemed quite impossible at first, why can't we look at more accurate maps to educate our future? Thanks for watching, and hit the subscribe button if you liked the video.